The word clue is defined today as anything that serves to guide or direct in the solution of a problem, mystery, etc. Many of you might have heard of the children's shows Blue's Clues, where a little blue dog leaves clues or hints until we figure out the mystery. In this context, clues are being used between friends and characters. Another example could be a detective trying to solve a mystery. By working with colleagues, they find clues or bits of information that point the way. This word can be used in more of a casual tone between anybody. Friends or colleagues. Many of you may not know the exact origin of the word clue. Did you know it meant a ball of yarn centuries ago? Watch this clip from a video made by The Endless Knot to explain.
What does Greek myth have to do with detective fiction? Welcome to The Endless Knot. Today we're going to follow the clue to find out.
The answer lies in the story of Ariadne and Theseus. Ariadne was the daughter of Minos, king of Crete. Minos failed to sacrifice a particular white bull to the sea god Poseidon as he'd promised, and so that god punished him by making his wife Pasiphae, mother of Ariadne, fall in love with the bull. And, well, let's just say the result was a half-man, half-bull, the famous Minotaur. So, King Minos puts the Minotaur in the labyrinth, puts his daughter Ariadne in charge of the labyrinth, and feeds the Minotaur the 7 youths and 7 maidens that Minos extracts from the city of Athens as a tribute. This is where Theseus comes into the story. Theseus comes to Crete to kill the Minotaur and free Athens from its obligation. Upon his arrival, Ariadne immediately falls in love with him and promises to tell him how to accomplish his task if he'll promise to marry her and take her away with him. She gives him a sword and a ball of thread for him to unravel as he goes into the labyrinth. After killing the Minotaur, he is able to retrace his path by following the thread and escapes. Theseus does then take Ariadne away with him, only to later abandon her on the deserted island of Naxos on his way home to Athens.
Jerk.
Actually, in some versions of the myth, Theseus is made to leave her behind by a god, either Dionysus, because he wanted her for himself, or by Athena, goddess of wisdom and protector of heroes and of Athens, who leads him away for his own good. This practice of assigning motivations to the gods, especially for seemingly inexplicable or dishonorable actions by heroes, is common in Greek myth, and is sometimes seen as a very early theory of emotions and psychology. But what does all this have to do with the word clue? Well, the word used to be spelled C-L-E-W, and came from the Old English word cluen, which meant ball, particularly a ball of string or yarn, and in some parts of northern England and Scotland it's still used in that sense. When writing about the story of Ariadne, clue was the word English writers, like Geoffrey Chaucer in the 14th century, would use.
Thereto have I a remedy in my thought, that by a clue of twine, as he hath gone, the same way he may return anon, following alway the thread as he hath come.
In fact, this mythological reference was so common that it came to have a figurative sense, and gradually the literal meaning of a ball of thread disappeared, leaving only the meaning of that which points the way to a solution by around the 17th century.
In the 1590s, the word was spelled differently than it is today. At this time, it meant a ball of thread or yarn. Later in the 1620s, the meaning changed to that which points the way, and by 1948, the meaning was something which a bewildered person does not have. Something else worth adding could be the third meaning of the word clue. It also means the lower corner of a sail.